So it's been what? 31 years? Yeah, time for a remake.
Code Monkey, get up, get coffee. Code Monkey, go to job. Code Monkey, have boring meeting with boring manager Rob. Rob say Code Monkey very diligent, but his output stink. His code not functional or elegant. What do Code Monkey think? Code Monkey think maybe manager wanna write login page himself. Code Monkey not say it out loud. Code Monkey not crazy, just proud. Code Monkey like Fritos. Code Monkey like Tab and Mountain Dew. Code Monkey very simple man. Big warm fuzzy secret heart. Code Monkey like you. Code Monkey like you.
How they hangin' dino dudes? It's me, the Media Raptor, and welcome back to another review. Tonight, I really should have reviewed this movie a few weeks ago, but some stuff came up, namely watching Smallfoot, getting the 200th episode out, yada yada yada. So tonight we're going to close out the quadrilogy, I guess? I don't know, what would you call, what's like a trilogy plus one? Actually plus two if you consider Alien vs. Predator and that sequel. Look, my point is, we're going to review The Predator. This is a movie that I've been following pretty much since the day it was released. I was excited from the word go when the first trailer came out. I was excited. Then the other trailers came out and stuff, and I got a little nervous to say the least. See, the first trailer essentially played up the entire thing as a straight horror movie. Then the later trailers almost played it up as a comedy, and then some trailers played it up as a mix of both. And then there was talks of, oh yeah, well, we're actually gonna make it PG-13, and you really could not get a grip on what this movie was going to be, even from Shane Black himself, because they had to go back and reshoot the ending. And let me be honest, that does show. That is kind of an issue. But when the movie was done, when it finally came out, and I could watch the movie in theaters, I loved it. I loved this movie so much for a whole host of reasons. First of all the characters are great. We have these, the crazy characters, like the psychos, essentially, that I remember people talking like, oh, it's going to ruin the movie because, they're all, too stupid or too humorous, and what do you consider the main characters from the original Predator, then? Just wanted to ask that. Anyhow, these characters are great. They're funny. They're likable. They're really endearing, and they didn't think they would be. It's a very pleasant surprise. I love the main character. He's like the good middleman, essentially, of someone who's balanced, he's a little nuts, and yet not completely insane. What I didn't like as much was his kid. Now, let me rephrase that. Nothing against the actor. Jacob Tremblay is a great actor. I was surprised at how good he was in this movie. It has more to do with the fact that it's like, oh, yeah, he's a hyper-intelligent kid or whatever. And, yeah, there's the whole, he's on the spectrum or whatever. Did I think that ruined the movie? No, not in the slightest. I just kind of was left wondering, why? You really could have just said, oh, he's a kid. I don't know why they made him that he was, had Asperger's, was it, or something like that, but I'm also not going to complain about it, because honestly, there were some pretty good twists in this movie that came about because of that. I don't want to spoil them. The main reason why I know a lot of people got really angered at this movie was because of the humor, and screw those people. I was laughing out loud the entire time, not the entire time, but more than once. The humor in this is great, as well as the action. The writing, it's smart, it's quick. The movie goes pretty fast. It's got great callbacks to the originals. I really like these characters, despite what everyone else says. My main issue actually comes from the ending, which, like I said... Sorry, we have a really loose carbon monoxide alarm right outside my room, and it keeps tending to slip out ever so slightly, and then the alarm goes off, and it's really annoying. The other thing I know a lot of people hated was the idea of the Predator hounds. First of all, they're good boys. They're the goodest boys. Especially one of them that for some reason I believe it's like he got lobotomized by a bullet or something and becomes their friend. I named him Trevor because he was adorable. And I liked him. Like, I like the ideas they have in this movie. They build on the Predator culture, they even let the Predators kind of speak English. It translates what they're saying. This movie, to me, as a fan, does everything right. Sure, it's not the deepest movie, it doesn't have the most compelling characters, but at the same time, I did feel sad when they died. I liked these guys and wanted to see them stick around. It wasn't like a revolutionary, like, gonna change the world film, but I don't think it was trying to be. I think Shane Black just wanted to have fun with something that he was in before, and frankly, he does a great job. Really, if there were any complaints, it might be that some of the line deliveries are a little off. Every now and then, when they do a lot of practical effects, and the practical effects are amazing, but some of the CG, I kind of think they could have done practically, like at least with the Super Predator and stuff. It's pretty clear it's CG, and I think they maybe could have pulled it off practically. Granted, I don't know what the production was like. Maybe they tried, but they couldn't. But again, it isn't bad enough to ruin the movie. The score is pretty good. It wasn't really that memorable. I don't remember much about it. I like the way the film is shot, though. Excuse me. Shane Black, he uses a lot of different angles and unique cuts and stuff like that. And the film never feels dull. It always feels like it's going somewhere. But it also knows how to take time and just talk for a few minutes. And it's got a good balance of that. Really, the movie itself is only an hour and 47 minutes, so it's not much longer than most movies nowadays. But this movie is really getting hated, and I can't explain why. It's a great movie. I totally recommend it. I'm giving it 4 Raptor Claws out of 4. Deal with it. I honestly really kind of want you guys to go out and watch this movie. It's a fun movie. It is a good movie. It's entertaining. It doesn't have to be fantastic. My only other real issue with it is how the fans are reacting to it. The thing is, I kind of assumed people that watch a movie about a sci-fi, a sci-fi alien creature that hunts people for sport would be relatively mature and wouldn't, act like Star Wars fans. I dared to say that I thought the movie was decent, and here is a response I was sent over Facebook with no grammar whatsoever. By the way, the guy who sent me this, I now have his full name and a lot of other information because Facebook works that way and he didn't put on any privacy. Allow me to read to you what he sent to me. Shut your mouth, stupid. You don't know anything. Not everything is about garbage human characters and going to Earth over and over. In every Predator movie, they need to explore the mythology of the Predators, like the planet, religion, culture, show female Predators, and more sci-fi action. So you don't know anything. It's not just about stupid blood and guts. Also, even humans join the Predators in AVB comics and wear their armor, which cool, and they need to explore on that in the future. And Disney is ruining Star Wars because all they care about is the original trilogy bull. Exploitive removed characters and tone when they need to start showing better Legends EU characters and stories. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I will agree with you on several parts. The comics are amazing. I highly recommend you go out and read a bunch of them. In fact, they even released a short novel called Hunters and Hunted as a prequel to this movie. I've been reading it. It's great. It was only like $8 and it was well worth the purchase. But I get it. If you don't like the movie, that's fine. If the movie isn't what you expected, that's fine. But you guys are acting like the Teen Titans people who complain about Teen Titans Go online. And this is a movie about an alien that takes your spine and skull. By the way, they actually did explain why they do that, and I love that explanation. And you're acting like complete children. I thought we were better than this. Either way, I still really enjoyed The Predator, and Shane Black, I really hope you don't listen to all this hatred. In my honest opinion, do more. The ending, while it wasn't, I think the original ending was better, I like the ending set up because it means we could be heading towards something awesome. So yeah, go watch the movie, comment down below and tell me what you thought, and until next time, Dino Dudes, this has been the Media Raptor saying keep cool, and I'll see all you Dino Dudes around. Later. Oh, just real quick, I don't hate Star Wars. I think it's an okay franchise. I think it's got good and it's got bad. But the fans, man. Not personally attacking anyone there, but you know what I'm talking about.